What do I do now that summer is here with my car? Summer is a great time for road trips, family plans, vacations. I mean, doing all kinds of stuff, right? So, but heat changes everything. Your air conditioning runs more often, your cooling system works harder, your tires deal with hotter pavement, your battery is under more stress, your brakes, belts, hoses, fluids, suspension, and steering components all have to perform while the vehicle is asked to do a lot more and a lot more extreme temperatures. The real question is simple. What do I do now that summer is here with my car? The answer is not to panic. It's not to replace everything. It's not to ignore the vehicle until something breaks. The right answer is to have the important systems inspected, understand the true condition of your car, build a plan before the summer heat exposes problems that were already starting. Now, what I really find is a good example, a good practice, is that most people are going to change their oil at 3,000 or 5,000 miles unless you've bought into the come in, when the manufacturer says you need the oil changed at 10,000 or beyond, which is not a good idea. You need to change the oil way more often. If you want the car to last anyway, because the manufacturer doesn't want the car to last. So that's why they say change the oil later instead of sooner. And so if you actually, you're bringing the car in every 3 months, 3,000, that's at 3,000 miles. Most people drive 15,000 miles. You're actually going to bring your car in 5 times a year to an automotive repair store. If you're doing 4 months, 5,000 miles on your oil change, then you're bringing your car in 3 times. Okay. So depending on when your oil change is hitting, if it's hitting in spring or fall, because again, if it's 3 times a year, if it's 5 times a year, then you're probably covered no matter what. But if it's only 3 times a year, the national average right now is 1.7 visits per year to an automotive repair store. Okay. That's it, folks. That's the national average is 1.7 times, not even 2 times a year are you bringing your car to an automotive repair shop. Well, back in the good old days, we saw your car every other month minimum, so 6 times a year. Now we're down to 1.7 times a year. So if you're only going to bring your car in 2 times a year, I'm highly recommending spring and fall. Number 1, to get it ready for the summer, and number 2, to get it ready for the winter. But most of you aren't even doing that nowadays. So that's a big deal to me. That's a very, very, very big deal. Just saying, I mean, if we need to take care of our cars a lot better than we are. So a customer first approach to summer care is not about selling people things they do not need. It's about helping drivers stay safe, avoid breakdowns, protect their vehicles, and make informed decision. Summer usually does not create problems out of nowhere. It's going to reveal the weak spots. And heat will definitely reveal your weak spots beyond a shadow of a doubt. A weak battery may fail, a small coolant leak may turn into an overheating problem, a worn tire may become unsafe on hot pavement or wet roads. A weak air conditioning system may stop cooling properly, an old belt or hose may finally give out, dirty or low fluids may struggle under heat and longer drives. That is why summer is one of the best times of the year to check your vehicle before the season checks it for you. Think about that for a second. So start with a cooling system. Okay. It's always a good place to start. And there's a lot of things. The temperature gauge may be running higher than normal, coolant smell after driving. These are the problems that might show up. Puddles under the vehicle, low coolant warning light, steam from under the hood, engine overheating in traffic, cooling fans running constantly, coolant level dropping repeatedly. All kinds of things that could be going on. And then your air conditioning. Some of the common AC, concerns include low refrigerant leaks. And I can guarantee you, if you have low refrigerant, unless enough wasn't put in to begin with, you got a leak because it's a sealed system. It doesn't just magically disappear. You can have weak compressor performance, condenser issues, cooling fan problems, electrical problems. I mean, on and on and on and on. So, and then your automotive repair store should be testing your battery every time you come in. Um, if you're going to a really good automotive repair store, it's definitely going to be testing the battery before, think about it. And then depending on the battery, I live in Arizona and I'm replacing my battery every 3 years, whether I need it or not. I mean, that's just fact. It's not the battery's fault. It's just heat kills. Heat kills all kinds of stuff. You got to know that. Um, and then inspect your tires for heat, rain, and road trips. Can't overlook the brakes, squealing, grinding, pulsation when braking, steering wheel shake, brake pedal vibrations, soft brake pedal, vehicle pulling while braking, and of course the belts and the hoses before the heat finds the weak spots. I mean, definitely got to be checking this stuff and replacing it, quote, before it needs to be replaced. I know, let's wait until we actually have a blown hose. Want to? I know, let's wait until a belt breaks. Want to? I don't want to. I want to replace this stuff before it needs to be replaced. And that's really the key to everything as far as I'm concerned. What do we really want to do? Do we want to bring it in a couple of times a year minimum? And I mean minimum. So again, most people drive 15,000 miles a year, but they bring their car in 1.7 times as the average. The math doesn't work, folks. It's not even every 7,500 miles you're getting the oil changed. It's not acceptable. It's so not acceptable on so many different levels, it's not even funny, and then find a shop that's going to do a digital vehicle inspection, take videos and pictures that's going to prove what's going on with your car. Prove it. They need to prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's not guesswork. We don't do guesswork. Now, that's not 100% true, but no one statement is 100% true, I guess. Because sometimes you don't have a choice, but you got to make the most educated guess sometimes. But that's the exception to the rule, not the rule. The rule is, especially when we're talking about maintenance and getting your car ready for summer, getting your car ready for a road trip, getting your car ready to withstand the extreme temperatures. I mean, think about it. We protect your phone. You don't leave your phone in the car. Think about that for just a second. You don't leave your phone in the car when it's really hot, do you? No. And if you do, you make sure it's under cover and on and on and on, right? Because you don't want to subject it to the heat. Well, that's a fraction of the heat that your car is subjected to all the time. Think about that. And I mean, if you want to protect your phone, but you're not going to protect your car, it's a little bit weird. I'm just going to leave it at that. Stay safe, stay strong, and please take care of your car. Please, please, please.